guys, this is Alex from 4C Trading, and today it's quite a rare treat actually, because I am doing a video on EOS and I don't think I have ever done one, right? I don't think I did. And if I look at it, EOS didn't pretty much do a lot, in the last year, as you can see. I mean, yes, definitely there are some movements, right? Definitely it's probably not that bad. It's 30 to 40%, or actually even 60%. But it didn't felt like against ADOG, Cardano, or what it is, right? It didn't felt as much, or TRX and everything else. But there's a good reason to why I'm doing one today. But before we go on with that reason, I just want to mention, that Bitcoin and Ethereum right now are at crucial spots, right? So their structures, if you look at it, they look something similar to this, right? And now we are actually kind of low-key rejecting the third push, right? And we're still doing a low time frame structure in between. And if that structure doesn't hold, we will most likely go all the way down, test this, and this time, on the third time, we're probably gonna break it, right? So it's actually crucial for us to break and go for the highs right now in this last push, right? If this push fails, it's most likely, from my experience, is most likely not gonna end well, so really, if that happens, something like that happens, we will be jumping back on shorting, because I do think that's a good idea in this standard space and time. And obviously we've been sitting in Ethereum trade for some quite while right now, and not much is happening, to be honest. It is quite nerve-wracking, right? We're just waiting for that move to finally happen to see if you're gonna continue with the bull market, or we're just gonna start going down and do a retrace, right? And which this retrace right now is actually could break it, or could break potentially the bull market, and we would move back into kind of a slow year, or slow slow decrease, or slow slopes, right? So basically, why I'm doing this video right now, and it's in USDT, right? We're back in Binance, and since I know Binance doesn't have the longest history for EOS as well, right? But there's a good reason I'm doing it here, because as you can see, it's pretty clear to where the main area we are going to be touching again is on EOS, right? We just touched it, and this is actually the last defense point for it, because if it goes under here, it's going to be troubles, right? There's going to be troubles. There's definitely one more trade available down here, which I personally probably won't be taking, because the reason for that is, if we're going to try for a stop loss under here, you'll see pretty soon that stop loss is most likely going to suck, right? And basically speaking about the stop loss, to even be able to find one, I would have to go down to like 1 hour and probably check this structure on the left side, which again, it's already pain in the ass, right? As you can see, even on 1 hour, it's a wick. So if I use this wick and place a stop loss under, I'm probably not gonna get a good one. And you can see 20%, right? And EOS is not one of those coins when you want to be stuck with 20% stop loss, because you can see it hasn't moved much. It doesn't move much as well as others, right? Especially, I don't know why now. I mean, they had a couple of hacks in the past, so I don't know if that's still the reason to why it's kind of slowed down. It is still on the top 20 list, but so far it's much slower than everything else. So the trade, as you have guessed, it's going to be located right here, right? It's going to be located right here, and we are going to be placing our stop loss. Just a minute. We're going to be placing it right under here, and again, it's not 10%, but it's definitely better than 20% down there, right? So we get around 13%, and you can probably push it a little bit tighter as well. I wouldn't mind. You could probably do it all the way up to 10%, because if it goes down here, you're most likely wrecked anyways. The invalidation point is somewhere in here, but you can't really point your finger at it, right? Also, you got to think about liquidity, right? I mean, most of the times, I know not most of the times, but a lot of the times, as you can see, right, these coins go and they pick up the liquidity, right, which is also an issue. And then you can get wicked out of the trade, right? This is why I mostly use Tap Trader as well, to prevent that. But there's one good thing to why I would be kind of looking into taking a trade on it, EOS, right? The biggest reason is mostly because volume, right? If we consider there's been a little bit of an increase in volume since July, and it's still lasting, right? It's still trying to do some push and something, right? So this means is people are not giving up on this area at all, right? It still seems to be having a good volume, and since this is the last point of defense, there's a reason why volume is located right here, right? So essentially speaking, the trade is pretty straightforward. If you lose this, you're gonna have a hard time, especially on Binance, to locate the bottom. Like I said, there will be possibility of one more trade down here, but the problem with that trade is, as we already mentioned, a wide stop loss. So in that case, you would have to go on a small time frame, wait for exhaustion, and jump in on like a early reversal or something, right? Something like this in much kind of pattern, right? Okay, so if we are taking this trade, the stop loss is pretty much defined and everything, right? So let's now find the first profit take, right? And the first profit take again is going to be right here, and we zoom out, you can already see why, you know, the box is right here. It's one of the main areas on the way up, which you have to break. And if you break this area, our second profit take is going to be quite nicer, right? So the first profit take is then going to be right down the middle of the area. I'm going to take it. You can see it's 2.5 R or 26%, which is not that bad, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure you've expected worse, right? But then again, we have to ask ourselves, how far is EOS actually going to push, right? That's the most trickiest question when it comes to this coin, right? Do we actually have means of necessary to push all the way up to the second TP? Because at the second TP, you know, things get only interesting there. And again, we're going to be looking from the left side, and you can see already the main area is the next one. It's going to be coming on, you know, on EOS. And if you look at it here, and if you look at it, you know, place a line right down the middle again, you can see that this is what I'm talking about. This is why I'm doing the video in the first place. It is 70% or 7R, you know, and it's not, in this case, it's not dreams, right? It's not it's not a bad trade. Of course, you have lower chances, I'm going to say lower chances of happening due to the fact that it's not moving a lot. But then again, we all know that these main coins usually move, but they move with delay, right? So they move in some way of order, right? So again, guys, if you're asking, right, I mean, you can see all the prices I'm doing on the right side, right? Because I sometimes get the question still in the comments. You can see this is 3.2 bucks, 4.4, right? And my entry is 2.6. I mean, basically my entry is a box. I always try to enter in the box, right? So here again, EOS is one of those coins where I wouldn't go for the third profit take, right? I mean, because I don't see the point at it. If you manage to break it, if you manage to somehow break it, you're most likely gonna stop here. And then you're most likely gonna have a chance to refill down here as well in this area, right? So there's no point for me in this case to be taking third profit takes, because I do think it's just wasting profit at this point, right? Because most likely what we're gonna get something is gonna get something like this or something like this, right? And then you're just gonna be stuck in a trade, and it's gonna stop you break even, and you know, you're just gonna waste potential profit that it's not really needed in this sort of a case in scenario, right? But for some people that actually want to see it, right, it will be right here. And this is where I would start, you know, attacking EOS a little bit more aggressively if something like this happens, right? But of course, for something like this, we would have to have quite a big of a push, right? And for that, if you put it right down the middle, but I basically would have been doing it on the bottom, so I'll do the bottom instead, right? It is 128% or 12.7 R, right? But of course, you can see right now, I mean, we've had quite a bull market at the moment, and this coin is still pretty much, we can say it's pretty much dead still, right? So the only question now left to stand is, I mean, is it gonna push with the others, right? Because Cardano did something, all of the others did something, right? I mean, this one still hasn't done mostly anything, right? So I'm pretty sure it's gonna do something, right? Because I mean, people are probably not just gonna leave it alone and it's just gonna die off. But then if you think it different ways, right? I mean, this is reality that most of the coins, altcoins, will await on in the future, right? So most of altcoins will die in the future because there is not that much use case for most of them, right? But not all of them, right? I mean, the good ones will stay and they will pump a lot more, right? So yes, guys, if you like the video, please subscribe to our channel, you know, follow us, share the videos with your friends so we can get some views, because, you know, that's kind of shows us what you guys want to see, right? And also join us at Free4C community channel, right, where we discuss stop losses, we discuss Bitcoin, and we do Bitcoin and Ethereum analysis on daily and help you guys with trading, right? And also please check us out today on our live stream, right? We are gonna have live stream at 5 o'clock on Wednesday, right? So yeah, 4 o'clock UTC in this case, right? I mean, I am on UTC +1, as you can see down here. So yes, join us on that stream and we'll just analyze some coins, right? We're gonna talk Bitcoin, we're gonna talk Ethereum, and you guys can suggest me some coins and I'll analyze them, and we'll see what kind of things awaits us till the next week, right? So thank you for watching, guys, and we'll be seeing each other in the next one.